All right, for Taurus, what is Taurus going to expect in the month of April? Okay, sun, moon, and rising. I'm going to do career, finances, and love. All right. Oh man, you know what song is coming to mind? I'm hearing Bound to by Kanye West. What is that? Why am I hearing that? Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles for career. Ace of Swords for finances. Four of Swords reverse for love. All right, all right, all right. We have two, we have six. So this is all about relationships. And I utilized, this is all about relationships. And I use this deck, right? This is when I'm trying to tap into lower energies. And I felt called to grab this deck. So this means that you guys are dealing with the shadow aspect of yourselves this month, right? Ace of Pentacles has a lot to do with an opportunity that's being presented. So this could have a lot to do with someone who's presenting you a job offer. And wow, and where it's going to take you. Oh, wow, where it's going to take you. This person, wherever this offer is coming from, this person sees you as someone who has some pretty bright ideas. Bright ideas that can bring very tangible results. And I'm just trying to get a gist on what exactly it is. It means that you would be a part of a team because I'm getting the sense of you steering a ship in some type of way. I'm also getting Assassin's Creed. So some of you guys might be weary of some coworkers that you're working with, and you're trying to decide whether or not if this is an idea that you can share with everybody. It's almost like being in a meeting where everybody is bouncing ideas off of one another, and you're trying to be tactful in the way that you do it, because it's something that feels so big, so tangible that you kind of want to go to the person for like a one-on-one, you know, so that you make it clear and make it evident that this is something that has come from you. It's not influenced by anybody else. Um, and you kind of want to do it to get ahead of the game because whatever it is in this field, it feels so competitive. There's also another synchronicity that I'm getting. I'm seeing like a scenario from this show called I Love LA. It was a show that was created by Rachel Sennott. I hope I'm saying her last name right. But it's on HBO, and it had a lot to do with her trying to get ahead of her manager, trying to prove that you have managerial skills, trying to prove that you know you are able to delegate just as better as anybody else, or maybe better than the manager. And I don't know if this means that you have like some type of beef with your manager. I don't think it's anything personal. I think it has more so to do with knowing that you are worthy enough to one, receive a higher salary, a higher pay, but also handle more responsibilities because you feel as if it would be good for your public image as well, good for your resume. Because there's a bigger plan at hand. It's like, you know, I'm going to be able to dominate this competition and, of course, um, provide profitability for the company, but also create a resume so substantial that it can take me anywhere and get my foot anywhere through the door if need be. So there's that. And this Ace of Swords, when it comes to your finances, because these are tied together. So I feel like it is something that has the potential to be lucrative, but right now it's just castle in the sky. And you don't want to pitch anything directly unless you have the full on blueprint out. So I feel like you need to be diligent in how you are getting this plan together, and you want to make sure that it is digestible. Now, for the Four of Swords reverse, because I'm hearing that chorus line, Charlie Wilson, when it comes to Bound to by Kanye West. And what I'm hearing, I know you're tired of loving with nobody to love. I almost want to say it has a lot to do with the reconciliation. You're getting very restless and thought when it comes to somebody that you've been in separation with. I don't know if this is an ex. This might be someone that you had a fling with. I'm jumbling up here. So I feel like it has a lot to do with a connection that was very, very inconsistent. And I don't know if it might have been inconsistent on your end or maybe on this person's end. But it seems as if one or the other got really, really tangled up with work and didn't really have enough time to figure out how to delegate between you and this major life change, this potential that could be on the uprise when it comes to the career. And I could be talking to you. I could be talking to you. You know, you're trying to figure out whether or not if you're able to balance romance and a career life at the same time. But there is something very inconsistent about this. And I feel like this has been going on up until about a year. And there is just so much emphasis on the chorus because you're tired or the other person is tired. You know, I'm tired of having to put so much distance between you and I when I know I know it's you. I know that it's you that I want to build something sustainable with. So what's the hold up? And maybe the Four of Swords reverse has a lot to do with you finally coming to a decision on how you can do that and make that happen. Because this feels like an impulsive text. This feels like an impulsive text. I'm hearing music by underscores, and I feel like this frequency is just as strong for this person at the other end of the spectrum as well. It's just kind of like, oh, I want to make it happen. I want to, and if I do, I want this to take off rather quickly. But I think twice about that. You know, really find the time to connect and see where this will go long term because I'm seeing the clash of Saturn and Neptune and Aries, where intuitively you you really just want to rip. I don't want to say rip the band-aid off because that's not the word that I want to use. It's like you want to hop into it, you know, with the full expectations of passion, etc. But for an Aries, and especially because it's Venus still in Aries, I think Venus is still in Aries, especially with Venus being in Aries. You want that love story, but you're not always focused on the aftermath because as quickly as something can begin, it can quickly fizzle out as well. And I just want you to keep that in mind, Taurus.